Hello, everybody. DJGo1234 here, and based on your vote, you guys want to get the mosquito around. So, congratulations, the mosquito is now part of the main cast. The house has expanded even more now to allocate a new room to the mosquito. Yeah, I'm going slightly crazy. Anywho, today we're checking out another new title for our 1 hour impressions, and aka Jacob clearing his giant fucking bat log. Bat log? Oh shit, if I say bat too many times, I might actually summon the bat. I'm getting the editor to just deal with her. Anyway, I have a giant backlog, and I'm right now trying to get some of these games tried out and see what they're good. So let's move on to the next one. Today we're checking out, made by the same studio that made This the Police and Rebel Cop made this, Hollywood Animals. Hollywood Animal covers a large part of the 20th century and portrays many features of the film industry and society as a whole. Among them, manifestations of discrimination and intolerance of various works of violence. We believe that to ignore and suppress these matters, no matter how terrible, unfair they may seem, would be to pretend that they never exist. That's actually very right. Like, holy shit level. Ooh. That music. That music. Already got me with the music. Wait, what? What is this? Hang on, editor. Hang on, I gotta move my character. I'm reading this. Editor, if you can actually zoom in on that, if you feel like it, could you please? You can no longer kidnap your own employee and ransom them back to yourself. Turns out, that's not how business works. Fix the issue which caused Quest characters like Bobby Martin to leave your studio without notification. Fix a bunch of bugs in the movie for double feature system. The efficiency of power plants and water towers now depend on the condition. What the fuck? You can no longer kidnap your own employees. Damn. All right, let's play. Recommend if you're playing Hollywood Animal for the first time with the introduction. I've never played, so I need this. Huh. What's going on? I'm like actually kind of curious here. Oh, I heard something. Oh. New Year 1929. The heldoms of the 20s gave way to the Great Depression. The advent of the talkies, yeah, no. The advent of the talkies heralds, blah. The advent of talkies heralds the golden age of Hollywood, and life gave way to cinema. And people look for anything to escape then. Nowadays, we use video games for that means. No, it's a bunny. And a rat, and a snake. Film companies fiercely competed for market and influence. The strong devour the weak. Oh, I get it. This is an analogies. Okay. You purchased a bankrupt studio to bring a new business on its ruin. Ooh, I hear film. I hear film projectors. And I know what those sound like. I saw one and heard one in person. Name and logo. Ooh, do you got similar to mosquito? Or sheep? They do not. They don't have any of that, really? Is there any of us in here? Technically there was a bunny, but... Is there a panda? Alright. I guess we're gonna go with a bunny. Bunny would be fun. Okay, the name of our studio will be well, if we're gonna continue it off the base of the channel's brand, which is sheeping. Or sheep. Sheep Studio. Yeah. Movies are not only made by actors, directors. Your film studio also plays people who quietly keep the machine running behind these films. What are their names? I think we'll leave these guys normal. Legal executive, Fred Lawson, age 33. Anne Rose, public relations executive, age 44. Age 42, Johnny Payne, financial executive. Along with the studio grounds, you also see the footage from an unfinished movie. Filming was completed, but it was never edited. You need to complete the picture. What is the movie? Ooh. Oh, give me a minute. All right, cut back in. Oh, what should we do this? Okay, I'm gonna be a sucker to say this. I love a good crime thriller. So, Messenger of Death. 60% detective, 40% thriller. Modern American City. Messenger of Death. Events. Prison Break. One gloomy morning, seven Quincy bounty prisoners stunned the guards and snuck into the warehouse and escaped the prison in the truck. The prison hid in a truck. Most of the fugitives were serving for theft and assault, but one of them was a true menace. Menace. If the text or any other detail on the screen are too small, click the mouse wheel to scroll in. Oh, that's good. Serial killer. Ooh. Nick Kroll played by Edward Peterson. The prisoner's name is Nick Kroll, but the papers all called him the Courier. He brought flowers to young women and then killed them. After 5 murders, the police captured the Courier on a lucky break, but they were never able to determine his motive. The maniac's first victim was his own fiancée, but the choice of the rest girls seemed random. Well, it's never truly random if you know what to look for. The very next day after the escape, the Courier had already returned to his old ways. Dressed like a messenger, he delivered flowers to young Rita Peterson, then stabbed her to death. Bill Zaidman, Rita's fiance, returned from work that evening to find his beloved dead upon the floor, as his own desperate screams echoed throughout the neighborhood. Ooh. This sounds like a good movie. Detective. Who are we playing detective? Joe Dunville. There you guys go. Bill had little faith in the local police, so he hired a private investigator. Harry Burris. Harry was a young man, but he had a sharp wit and a keen mind, enough to solve dozens of difficult cases and even earn him the reputation of genius. Rita and I had just gotten engaged, Bill Zaidman offered helplessly as Harry examined the crime scene. The police had already taken away the body, but the bouquet of roses still remained on the living room floor. Compliment of the Courier. Supporting characters. Sidekick. Kathy Walls, played by Betsy Peterson. Harry looked around the house and talked to the neighbors, but he couldn't catch a lead. He decided to contact Kathy Watts, a journalist who covered the Courier murders in detail. Kathy came right away. Carrying a hefty file, she got right to the point. After the previous murders, Ryan talked to Crow's friends and learned about the cheap, old shack he acquired long ago. It's past the city limits, leading north. I told the police about the place when they arrested Crow 2 years ago, but they just brushed me off. They figured the case was already closed. search for the killer. Harry and Kathy hit the road, and soon enough they found the right house. It was a broken down hut, obviously unsuitable to live in, but our heroes then saw a man in the front of the house, locking the door. As Harry's car approached, the stranger took off running towards the woods. Harry drew his gun and leapt from the car, but the man was already gone. We scared him off. Let's have a look inside. With that, Harry kicked the door down. The shack was practically empty. A carved wooden box drew Harry and Kathy's attention. Inside were 6 diamond rings, trophies. I think I know the motive now. Peter Purtison was recently engaged, and the courier was engaged to his first victim. What about the rest of the girls? Harry asked. Kathy flipped through the documents in her folder. Interesting. All the victims were getting married. Harry and Kathy trawled recent newspapers looking for engagement announcements. 2 couples surfaced, Rita and Bill, a tragedy already familiar to us, and also certain Sandy Wick and her fiance Tom. Harry and Kathy visited Sandy, who was happy to speak of yesterday's strange visitor. Yes, some visitor came with a bouquet of roses. No card, no note, just a bouquet. I sighed. It must be some kind of mistake. I didn't take the flowers. The messenger just apologized and left. So that's what caused the kill. If I was watching this, I would get that the second they would take the flowers is his invitation to kill. His, I guess, unique way? Serial killers have a unique way of killing them in most common cases known to us. As someone who's really loves detective stuff, well, I'm going to explain a little better. Even though this is technically a film, I will divulge a little bit of knowledge I've learned over my years of being alive and watching murders. A serial killer has their own unique way of killing. All the conditions must be met for a murder to happen. Sometimes serial killers will break from it when they devolve, in a sense, or certain conditions still are met, but not all of them. The courier, aka our antagonist here, seems to be his motive. His way of killing is this. First, he picks recently engaged couples. He waits till the man is probably out of the house working or something. Considering this is the roaring 20s, so 1920s, it was uncommon for women to find work around this time. So, most women would probably still be at home, knowing the time era. Because of this and this reason alone, I take it that he will then go to that place with a bouquet of flowers. The second they would accept the flowers and say thank you, or whatever they would say, he would kill them, leaving behind the flowers of a broken marriage. Maybe it's related to his own way. I'm getting too much into a game right now of murder. Harry immediately had a plan. He and Kathy hired a photographer, posed as an engaged couple. They made sure to capture Harry's rented yellow brick house, the only one in the area. They advertised their engagement in the newspaper that morning. Pay an extra $10 had the photo printed besides the article. At noon the next day, there was a knock at the door. Kathy opened it, and there stood Nick Crow, the courier, smiling nervously in the doorway with a bouquet of roses. This is from a secret admirer. Kathy feigned delight, took the bouquet, and ran to put it in the vase, leaving the door wide open. The courier stepped inside the house and pulled out his knife and raised it, and then felt a pistol at his temple. Harry's pistol. The final antagonist gets punished. The courier grew wild. You don't understand. 2 years ago, I was supposed to marry my dear Rachel. When suddenly she started receiving anonymous bouquets, I became jealous. But she just laughed and accepted all the flowers, no matter how many or how many secrets they may be. 1 week later, and I caught her in some jerk's car. All these animals are the same. First they say it's only flowers, then they break your heart. They deserve to be punished. The courier won't be delivering any more flowers this time. He was sentenced to the electric chair. Harry had another win to his list of cases, and Kathy wrote a book about the courier. She called it The Messenger of Death. I feel like if this was a film, it would end with Kathy, aka the person playing Kathy, narrating over the end, like just like zooming out on some words or something. Like, how's this for an ending of the movie? it just zooms out, like fades to the book as it zooms out, with her writing down the end of it. He was sentenced to death by the electric chair. Henry and Kathy went their own ways, with Harry writing down another win, and Kathy writing this book. The book would close while she puts her hands there, leans back and sighs. God, it would be a perfect way to end it. Oh, that's just perfect, though. That is perfect. This shows the movie's commercial appeal. And the higher it is, the more easy a film will succeed with the general audience. This shows the movie's artistic appeal. The higher it is, the more recognition it can expect from the sophisticated audience. A film's commercial and artistic appeal may change after each stage of development. The film Messenger of Death received these ratings after work on the script was completed. The screenwriter, Mirka Fox, loves to write detective stories. Thanks to his experience and talent, the investigation turned out to be suspenseful and intriguing. The story elements came together to form a cohesive whole. After pre-production, the film ratings rose even higher. Casting famous actors is a sure way to boost commercial and artistic appeal, but other factors also influence the ratings, including the quality of scenery and modern equipment, and commanding presence. But he's dead. At the production phase, the film's commercial appeal declined, and the lead actor became seriously ill. He couldn't fight it, and looked too thin. Oh. However, the film's artistic appeal grew, and Joe Duvall tried to make the lack of physique with the subtlety of his acting. Production problems reflected in the lengthened schedule. Unfortunately, the actor passed away after finishing the work on the film. Now, those are truly the saddest ones, when an actor dies after the filming is done. This is how much money the studio has spent on the picture. This isn't the final budget, as work on the studio is not yet complete. This is how the creators of Messenger of Death imagine their potential audience. When you start shooting your own picture, you'll identify your own audience. Messenger of Death is a subtle, psychological thriller with a dark atmosphere and engaging dialogue. The film's audience are adult men and women, people who enjoy a serious tone and intrinsic plot. I'm not gonna lie, I might make my own film now. Time to send the footage to post-production to complete the film. Click on the movie card. Oh! Assign employees to handle the editing and scoring. At present, the studio's personnel are not the most qualified, but over time, their skills will grow. It depends on how it makes them unpredictable and even aggressive. Loyalty, happiness is not good. Composer. Despises people with the wrong skin tone, nose shape, and eye shape. Ooh, right. This is the 20s. This is the 20s, Jacob. Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm trying not to want to kill someone. I have very strong opinions on this. Work isn't the best, though. We also need to decide who will develop the film and record the music and sound effects. Outside contractors are always ready to help with it. I want to spend $15K? I'll do it. I'll take this. Start post-production? You planned out post-production, but until you sign a department head, you won't be able to get things moving. To hire new employees, first appoint an executive to head the HR department. Human resources. I need a loyal person who is quite skilled. You are cheap. And you're loyal and happy. I can use that. Welcome to Sheep Studios. Hire a post-production head, hire a dispute head, and a maintenance head. Okay. How do I go about this? Oh, do I just click on... Ah, hire a head. Ooh. I had to go for mediocre here. The department head uses money to speed up upgrades, up to maximum 10%. But he's got 10 and 10. We'll take it. You're hired. Ah! Post-production has begun. Here you can see how far along the project is and how quickly it's progressing. Congratulations, I like it. No movies in theater. And we need a maintenance head. Someone in charge of the maintenance. 300 for 4 years? That's cheap. You pay a little bit more. I'll pay a little bit more. You'll be our head. Condemned. Level of landscaping. Low. I think we need to upgrade our landscaping around here. Build a script department. It's time to start working on a new movie. First build department for developing scripts. Script department. Okay, start construction. Let's go here. Developers. 45 days. Edition won't be great. I could go all out. What's my budget looking like? I have 9. I want a best of the best. This. Oh, it automatically connects roads based on where you put it. You can speed up or slow down the passage of time. Unique abilities of a mosquito, am I right? Messenger of Death. Bobby Martin, the star of The Shining Blade and $1 Million Man, appeared on the Western Wave radio show for an interview. Some of the actor's statements are still being called scandalous. Listen, I don't make up the ratings. You've seen it for yourself. In every poll, Joe Duvall is in first place. I'm in second place. It's been like that for you. Now that Duvall is dead, I'm the one on top. What should I be upset about? I'm not saying that I'm happy he died, but I wasn't sad either. I'm number 1 now. Why should I be sad about this? Fuck you. I'm not gonna lie, I like the jazz. I like the jazz, it's so good. Oh, it's ready. I spent how much here? Ooh. The film's commercial and artistic ratings dropped a bit. Don't be upset, you did everything you could. Your studio has a low level of employees and technology. That is true. Select the poster. Oh. I get to pick the poster for this? Messenger of Death. I like this. The release calendar displays all films being shown across America in the foreseeable future. There it is. The studio's previous owners already chose a release date for this film. You'll choose the release date for the next film yourself. You don't just own a studio, but a whole network of 91 cinemas. You can run your films in your cinemas for free, but that's not going to be enough to reach a wide audience. You'll have to rent other theaters if you want a solid box office receipt. The studio's previous owners already arranged this, paid the film's rental cost. In the first week, the film is scheduled to be shown at 7,185 times. Some 3,185 of these screenings will take place in your cinemas, leaving 4,000 screenings across other cinemas. Next time, you have to plan for this and pay the rental cost yourself. Understood. The screenings and rentals are scheduled out 4 weeks from release. Once they expire, you can extend your rentals if you think the film can still make a profit. They'll start printing the film tomorrow and will be finished and ready for distribution in 5 weeks. Distribution goes all at once when they're finished printing. Printing speed and cost vary depending on contractor. The studio's owners already paid to have this film printed. Understood. Typically, a film begins promotion a few weeks before the premiere, so they advertise its time to gain momentum. The studio's previous owners have already arranged the advertising campaign, but in the future you'll decide everything yourself. Understood. Your film is being promoted by an advertising agency. It's time to tell them what audience they should target. Oh, there it is, for adults. I found it. Did I move? I can't really, I'm stuck here. No, I can't show it. The studio's previous owners already paid for the agency promotion of 3 films. After that, you'll have to arrange the agency yourself. It's an adult movie. It's a murder film. It's for adults only. Duh. We can't risk this. Audience will soon be watching your first film. Luck. I really do like the artistic appeal. Oh, Gene Howard, head of distribution. Hello, everybody. Sorry for that little jump cut there. When I read this, I screwed up so bad. We're gonna read this again. This is by Gene Howard, head of distribution. You ask me, Messenger of Death is a surefire hit. A farewell film by a young star. The story has a soul. It'll all go to waste unless it's released at the right moment. The studio's former owners were mindful of these things. They scheduled production carefully and chose a good window for releasing the film, right when the public would be hungry. There was practically no competition. But when the old studio closed its doors, those parasites from Margie's Pictures decided Messenger of Death would never see the light of day. I don't know who was pulling their strings, but they convinced all the theater owners to give them our slots. The film of Margie's are releasing instead. Doesn't even have a title yet. But you know what kind of slop they serve the audience? Probably something like Yesterday's Fart or Wet Armpit. The truth is on our side. We have all the documents, but a court battle will be long and pointless. We'll miss the moment, and no compensation will cover that. Instead, I suggest we use all our connections and all our influence to remind these theater owners that our agreement has to be honored. Agreed. Let's let them know that a deal's a deal and get our slots back. You can spend influence points, IP, to advance your interests and solve problems in various and often unconventional ways. I got divorced a couple years ago. I figured I was out of chances. Till I met Gilda. We spent all our time together. We can't get enough of each other. And it's always like that at the beginning. But we've been together a year now. We're like a drug to each other. I feel guilty even mentioning it. But when Gilda visits me at work, I absolutely cannot concentrate. She enraptures me. Yesterday, I nearly made a mistake in the paperwork that could have cost the studio a lot of money. Please do me a favor. Help me fight this addiction. Let's introduce some kind of access control. So Gilda can't just walk to my office. Yes, my heart will be broken like any drug addict, but I hate to hurt your business and ruin my career. You're pretty loyal. I'll help you. Sure, we'll start controlling access. We've got to fight our addiction. That is interesting. It's very interesting, their take on all this. Not gonna lie, I'm liking it. Oh! You can actually see it getting built. Like, actual, like, pieces started coming together. Supreme has released for On the Mend. The Supreme has released Statue of No Liberty. Sheep Studios will soon be taken over. You can upgrade again? Come on. Show me. Huh? Construction of the script department is going according to plan so far, but there's a small snag. According to the architect's vision, a large red leaf maple should be a central decorative element. The contractors found a suitable tree in a reserve on the border between Orlando and Minnesota, and already agreed on a price of transportation, but the inspector who issues the permit is playing coy. He says he can't say how long the paperwork will take. Maybe a week, maybe a month or two. You know as well as I do, sometimes you need to grease the gears. 200 cash, the tree will be on the road to California tonight. I don't want all our plans disrupted because of some petty bureaucrat. What do you think? Okay, let's hope he chokes on his table scraps. When an issue needs to be resolved quickly and discreetly, the funds in the studio bank account can be useless. When the situation gets tricky, cash is king. Oh, yes it is. Oh, I did upgrade! Oh, look at that tree. It looks nice. Oh, they're about to release at the same time. Look. 4 days, 4 days. It's peaceful. Kind of bland, though. Mayor John Duvall in Messenger of Death. Broke a crime. Oh, what should our tagline be? I wouldn't put a tagline. Sometimes crime has a message. Sometimes crime has a message. Release the film. Construction complete on the script department. Hire head for that department. Oh boy, they have a. Ooh. I would love that. They're a little pricey. 3 years, but they're loyal. They're inexperienced. We'll take you on. Okay, I believe I could trust them. Choose your favorite genres. This is what your writing team will specialize in. I love detective thrillers, I'm gonna be honest. And I do enjoy a bit of action. These are the screenwriters remaining from the studio's former staff. What are their names? Brandon Larson, Felix Hill, and Walter West. To begin work on new scripts, select the script department building. The department worked up several ideas for the first script. Choose any idea you like. A scriptwriter will develop it into a full screenplay. Let's see. Action modern American city cop. Ooh. A romance Wild West night, though, too. Let's see. Gambler wants something more than to even the scales and win back everything he lost during his previous attempts to win back everything that he lost. During his previous attempt to win back everything he lost. Win back everything he lost. Error, 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 error. Oh, we gotta erase this. His clumsiness and slowness and lack of initiative irritates his result-oriented colleagues. You could have someone else work on another thing. Get to work if you don't mind. I want this made soon. Continue to develop your film studios. Key to your success. Pick an upgrade for the department. Ooh. Not who is working in your script department. No one knows better than you what a film needs to be successful. With this upgrade, you can write your own story. Story workshop. Some improvements take a while. Department heads will, in time, learn to speed up the process, so it's wise to hold on to your experienced employees. Understood. Build a production department. Oh. A Kino Mark rating system matches the audience reviews on the day of the premiere. If you're sure you released a quality film, but people aren't appreciating it, then you may have lured the wrong audience to your theaters. Ooh, I can't wait to read these. Cornelius Gondler, exquisite cinematique. A fascinating farewell from a real actor's actor. It's a tragedy that the film's title would turn out to be so poetic for our beloved John Duvall. Roy Cox, Fun Times. A movie that will constantly keep you in suspense. The main villain is so creepy you could faint. Anyone who watches the film will have dreams about the knife scene for a long time. Southern Night by Jeanette Foley. You might find it difficult to sit through this brutal, chilling film, but Joe Duvall's triumphant role rewards the effort. His death is a tragedy to every woman. 5 stars. An exciting detective story by Earl McKinney, Thrilling Crimes. An exciting detective story whose title mirrors the tragic fate of the film's star. Could this really just be a coincidence? Alright, we gained some experience. Spent this stage was that amount. Theater rentals, advertising, and that. How much will I make at the end of the day, though? My wallet is still pre-production. Handpick actors and directors, select sets, tech, and more. Okay. Really, I need a lot. I will spend the amount. Alright, cut back in. Sorry about that jump cut, everyone. So that's one studio built. Now we need a production head. Make movies. This place is a bit smaller. I can work with this. Of course, contact them again. I need these places in good condition. I don't want to skimp on a place. Could lead to accidents. Post-production. Film lab, professional post-production facilities. 1,500 days. Oh, hell no. Sound studios? Oh, it's a sound studio building. Concert hall. A recording studio large enough to accommodate a full orchestra. 400. We'll get a sound studio for now. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get one now. Let's see what we got here. 200 days for marketing and outreach. Theater management is 400. Opus the theater management building for buying and selling cinemas. Opus analytics and statistics, where you gather information about films' target audience and organizes the advertising campaign. And printing office. Ooh boy, we're not getting that for a while. I'll take the marketing and outreach. HR department, ethics composition. Maintain the ethics composition of the studio staff. PR department. You can donate charity to earn reputation points. Departments can generate IP or reputation instead of researching improvements. Alright. Enables you to borrow $1 million for 1 year at 22% interest. Raise the quality of legal protection from low to average. Yes, please. Man. Let's have some more in here. Advance. Security, producer's office, engineering. Huh. Might want to place those later, to be honest. Guess we have to speed this up. What the? I hope I am going to make some sort of a profit today. The buildings are coming along quite fine, it seems. Roy Spence, a producer. I borrowed a little money from some people. They seem like good guys. They had honest eyes. I'm a great judge of people. But now some annoying jerk is following me around everywhere demanding I pay off the debt. I returned the whole amount today, but I need a little time to recoup. You know what they say? You might be strong, but the cards are always stronger. That's all nonsense, by the way. I'll show the cards who's boss. So can you let me go for a couple months while I sort this mess out? Fine. I'll let you do it just to help you. Alright. The first 4 weeks were successful. The film is still making a lot of money at the box office than we're paying in rental fees. We'll be making a lot more of extending our original distribution plan. Click extend distribution to keep playing the movie for another 4 weeks on the same terms. There we go. I'll pay that. I just paid $1 million. Oh, I missed an apartment. Pre-production has been made. Head for this department. You. These actors remain at the studio after changed ownership. What are their names? You got Jane Fisher, Sarah Fred, and Russell Simmons. Welcome to the studio. These actors remain studio. Oh, they're the same actors. Well, different group, but same thing. Gabrielle, fuck if I can say that name. Peter Harris, David Gutman. These are the directors who stayed after it changed ownership. Anthony Campbell and Lewis Matthews. A reasonable amount of landscaping for the studio grounds. Yes. This place is so fucking bare. I want it to look nice, thank you. The legendary Linda Globe is back in the saddle. Oh, I fucked up the words. The legendary Linda Globe is back in the saddle. Nearly. Yeah, honey. I know you expect me to start a new film right away, but getting used to talking is taking longer than I expected. You got to understand. A bird that used to flying in the clouds can't just dive down to the bottom of the ocean without a little preparation first. I'm doing speech exercise with the master of the stage, stretching out my vocal cords, drinking 8 cocktails, getting that velvety voice in the morning. You can already notice the difference. That's right, honey. So please, I'm begging you. I mean really begging you. Give me 3 more months to get ready for my first talking role. You'll see. The patience is rewarding. Of course, I give you 3 more months. That's the best thing. Better pay off in the long run, or I swear. Well, now it's just back to waiting for my movies. Oh! This place also has an upgrade. Oh, it's a casting officer can hire new actors, directors, and cinematographers. Or technical support. Oh, it's a technical support office for purchasing new filming equipment and hiring technical staff. Oh, it's a set of props where artists can create medium quality sets. Or oh, it's a scouting office to find normal quality locations. Let's get some casting going, gentlemen and ladies. Yes, right. We always need a hand. I hear Linda Globe is coming back out of retirement, or what it actually was, that she never retired at all. She just went off to work on her voice so she could steal even more roles from us. It's too much to hope for. That greedy bitch did finally retire. There's gotta be an ounce of justice in this business. Asshole. You. That bitch! That's a long time. 300. Opens the line production office, which gives you control over the film's schedule. Level 2 soundstage. Opens level 2 soundstage. Opens the production support office, which makes shooting on a location more comfortable. I'll take the comfort right now. I need to make sure my actors and everyone is comfortable to avoid lawsuits. Level 1 soundstage. We could actually build this. Do it. We can't build anything else, right? Script department opens the story workshop building. Dope new story elements. Sequels. No, fuck no. Alright, script. Story workshop. 44 days, but it'll get done right. God, they got a while on that. And I want to increase the look of this place. It's so fucking bad. Messenger of Death is almost out. 4-week gross, total gross. Attendance got minus. Yeah, no. End it here. Let's see. Messenger of Death. Good with the audience. Top spot reached. Expenses were decent, and we made a lot of profit. Send to the archive. Now, we need to make more movies. Fred Lawson. Legal executive. I was poring over the pile of documents we inherited and we came across something rather interesting. It turns out that the previous studio promised the late Joe Duvall 25% of the box office for the film Messenger of Death. It seems this condition was added at the last minute. It was introduced as an amendment to the main contract just a few days before his death. No one ever warned us about it. Apparently, the Duvall family doesn't even know about it. And what difference should it make to them? Over his 5-year career, the guy starred in 8 hits. His inheritance should be enough for several generations. Not that it ever would anyway, of course. The only people enjoying Duvall's memory are his drunk father and 2 aunts. The box office take should have been substantial. The percentage we owe Miss... Ooh. 799,000? Should we contact his relatives and tell them that? They could start looking for another beachfront villa? Shit. In the way of PR, it would look good if we honor it. If we want to go through the legal terms and not have any documents come back to haunt me, it would be the best to go this route. Son of a bitch. But I have no scripts finished. Ooh. Modern day town, a detective and a cop. Your specialty is thrillers. Do we have a thriller here? No, we do not. Okay, get working. I need something here to work with. I really like the music, I'm not gonna lie. That's almost finished. Production department has been finished. Film on a soundstage built. For simpler set. The soundstage will be called The Humble Beginning. Beginning. There we go. Got it wrong at first. 6 days left. Return from vacation. Roy Spencer. The employee has returned from vacation. Welcome back, Roy. We're just about to film our next film. We need all hands on deck. At Dangerous Heights. It is a 4.9 out of 6. Alright. I could work with this. We don't really got much in the way of picking here, do we? Anton Pekin. And screenwriter Felix Hill. Start project. Oh! Cinematographer. Who will lead this? Oh. These are the places where the events of the film take place. The characters spend most of their time in these locations highlighted in gold. So most of the filming will take place there and only minor scenes will be filmed at secondary locations. You need to decide which scenes should be shot on soundstage, which would be better filmed on location. Select the location quality. On a soundstage, location quality involves the filming equipment, scenery design, outdoors, the emphasis on the beauty and authenticity of natural scenes. If you plan to film some film scenes on a soundstage, select which soundstage you want to use. You can always change your mind about this project, cancel it. The script will be shelved until a more opportunistic moment arrives. You don't really have a choice. The Humble Beginning. The leader of this, Attic. His drug addiction makes him erratic and hard to control. Filming on sound stages. You'll take the lead on this one. I know. Film streets amazing scenery. You need awesome quality. Scouting office. High quality locations. Requires international location scouting. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna have to be. Select location quality. The total filming time is the sum of all filming days at each location, plus all the Saturday and Sundays in between. Continue, please. Filming technology. A Doppler. Kinda shit. Sound technology. A Sonotone? Extras. We'll bump up the extras. True enough, plenty of clue. Costume props. To really make the scenes feel alive, we should have more extra. I'll shell out the extra $50 for enough crew to help. Just in case. Alright, producer. Vincent, I know you're not that loyal to me, but you would do great here. And the director of this. He likes his work to be as close to the ideal as possible, or rather, whatever it takes to be the ideal. This attitude can lead to stress and overwork, and often doesn't improve the result. He keeps his commitment, doesn't step out of line, and strictly follows the agreed plan. I will take that. The cop. Ooh, what's this? Gets angry over the most trivial things. The genre for this is detective comedy and action. He loves genre. He loves this. We need to figure out who will take the lead role of the cop. That is a question without any choice. Rival. We know so rival here, but for the cop, we need who will be the cop role? He loves. The murderer! A monster to the lines! He was someone of a... I feel like you could step down a little bit from a serial killer role to that of a monster. Naturally, I've never doubted your competence, so I want to give you a little professional advice. Choose actors who are at least the same level as the script. If the script is good, but the actor is lousy, it'll drag the film down. Really? Let's have you step out of line if you don't mind. I feel this team will do mighty fine. To begin the pre-production process, you first need to officially stamp and approve your plans. Let's begin our first flick. Story workshop is almost done. Construction complete. The script department story workshop. Combine gears, combine genres, characters, plot, twists, create your own story. Your own story, you say? Great new. My own film. The murder. Murder at midnight. Would be thriller. A detective. No. These must be high, but bit of drama. 40% here. The drama should be down to 10%, though. I feel this will make it perfect. 45 each. A modern American city. Acton and Penguin. Don't expect a good result if you ask a screenwriter to just write a story about a cowboy, about a detective. Good movies are more sophisticated. And everything is in the place. And everything is in its place. Secondary characters, themes, events, and a meaningful ending. The more developed the story, the higher its potential. But to write a truly complex synopsis takes a large number of story elements. You'll need to develop the story department. Protagonist is a detective. Versus that's of a serial killer. A supporting character should be a rival. Someone else support a rival. Maybe not a love interest. Themes and events. Search for a killer. And a prison break. I guess we'll search for the killer. The finale. Antagonist gets punished. There'll be a female serial killer. Killing based on a... yes, I already have. Good one saved in my head. Be two rival men. There'll be a rival detective agency competing to find this serial killer. Yes. You are best suited to this. Your favorite genre is detective, after all. Get to work. I already have plans for what this shall be called. What this shall be. There's much to do. And much to be seen. I just got a call from Ed Miller, a journalist from the Los Angeles Tribunal. He says he fell in love with our first film and wants us to honor him with a tour of the studio. I'm no idiot, of course. Miller doesn't write about movies. He's an investigative journalist. Recently, a cement plant in Santa Barbara was closed. Santa Barbara was closed after one of his articles was published. And for the record, the cement they made there was excellent. One of the 10 best in the state. I don't know what this asshole hopes to find out. He just likes to pluck colorful facts out of the air. Fortunately, he likes beautiful women even more. Let's use a young actress this week. Someone loyal and not too talkative. She can show Miller around the studio, drink champagne with him, and charm with her charisma. I bet we'll have him melting. Some of my ancillary tasks is marked with an exclamation point. Click on these items for more information and take the necessary steps. One of your actions will give Los Angeles Tribunal reporter Ed Miller a tour of the studio with this week. The actress must be above 30. Must be under 30 and have loyalty above 50. You can see that she emphasizes even the most insignificant accomplishments and demands more respect than she merits. I'll give you the 15K. Sure, he doesn't talk. I just wanted to stay quiet, understand? One of your actors will give him the tour. Jane Fisher was marvelous. By midday, Ed Miller was dead drunk and fell asleep in the main office bathroom. We had to force the door and carried his half-dead body home to his wife. She was so grateful that she treated our guys to apple pie. Looks like we're in the good standing with the Miller family. Good. This mosquito doesn't want to get in trouble yet. Don't worry. In an investigation published by Los Angeles Tribunal journalist Ed Miller delves into the connection between bootleggers and Hollywood. According to Miller, some film studios launder alcohol money through their cinema change. The writer doesn't provide any hard facts, instead makes do with implications, circumstantial evidence. The only studio, in Miller's opinion, that's definitely not involved in such schemes is Sheep Studios. This young, ambitious film company is certainly above such activities. Their goal, he writes, is to elevate America's culture and earn money through honest work. I'm glad. Very. Even the most depressing, cynical of times, reputation in Hollywood isn't just an empty word. Reputation problem can block access alone, new technologies, and many other opportunities. Luckily, the higher we are worth, the more they'll come eating. Yeah. Story workshop. Assign stat. Oh. Develop new story elements. The upgrades. I want this so I can write bigger films. I also want to get over here. I need to get more of the side stuff done too.
Let us keep going.
Oh. At Dangerous Heights, I spent 75,000. Alright, we bumped up the quality. Cinematographer brought it down with the producer. Actors brought it up, location and props. At Dangerous Heights. I can't do anything else. Start production.
I guess we have to keep moving. And hope we get somewhere.
This is about to be finished, though. Casting office. Open the casting office where we can hire new actors, directors, and cinematographer. Technical support would be nice to get right now as well. Alright. A casting office, if you wouldn't mind. Get the right team in. With a shield. Ah! This isn't good quality. Oh, you level one up at least. We'll shelve it for now. Maybe we can fix it later? I do need another screen. Decided Screamer to work on a new story element. Click on the magnifying glass button. If you wouldn't mind, could you research some new story elements? Just, now it's back to this. Dad came back early.
Dad, you came home.
I feel my vocal cords strengthening. My timbre is developing and I'm honing my dictation. Soon I'll be star of the stage as well as the screen. Professional growth takes time. Could you give me another 2 months to complete my training course? I promise, when I'm back on set, my acting skills will blow you away. 2 more months, and that's all you're getting off me. Can't afford to wait any longer on a lead damsel, especially when I got my picture, my magnum opus, The Murder at Midnight, coming soon. Huh? Sometimes accidents happen during the production of film. You can intervene and try and stop the problem, or you can just ignore it, although that's unlikely to help the film. According to plan, David Gutman, the murderer and antagonist. Gutman brings a very noisy dog to shoot. The animal won't stop barking for a minute, unless it's whining or howling. One time, most crews praying the dog will die. Keep shooting, the happiness will go down. Or, ooh, his loyalty will increase and the happiness will increase to the crew. I'll pay someone to walk your dog. Just get it offset. Yes.
The films will be magnificent.
Script department. Oh. Alright, oh boy. Rolling edits, that would be nice to get. Story ideas for 12 months. Story ideas keep for 12 months instead of just 6. Writers can write faster. Pre-production is now done at the casting office. This, we actually have a place to get more actors when we need them. Ah, yes. Now we can hire some actors. Let's see. Some top tier quality. I'll come back to this when I need to. Right now, it's just moving along. The murder at Luna. Yes, that's good appeal there. And even better. The script ratings are even higher than the writer's score because how well the story elements fit together. I know a good way to do this. Shelve it for now. I want to get better things. I will at least make that a 2-star project. Yes, quite. Anna Rose. The influential French magazine La Bagarre is holding a semi-secret party in Los Angeles at the end of the month. People say they're preparing to break a big story about American cinemas. Apparently, their editor-in-chief is fascinated by Hollywood. This would be a great chance for our studio to make a name for itself, but unfortunately, only A-list actors are invited to the event. It'd be nice to have someone like that. Great idea. By the end of the month, we'll sign a contract with someone suitable. Actors and directors who have made a name for themselves can receive special popular or artistic recognition. This reflects public or critical appreciation of their talent. It can take decades to achieve such status, but sometimes it takes a few outstanding achievements. Understood. Have you heard of the Wandering Malcolm? God knows what his real name is. Everyone just calls him Wandering Malcolm. For years now. Oh, there we go. For 4 years straight, he's been knocking on the door of every film studio he can find, script under his arm, and he's an odd one. Sometimes real noisy. Even a little scary. Sometimes he calms down and gets all sad, sits smoking by the side of the road. He's refusing to submit his script for consideration, or even share a synopsis. That's so he's afraid someone will steal his brilliant idea. He'll only agree to sell it for 1,000 cash, money in advance. This morning, he literally jumped on top of my car when I arrived at work. I even managed to get a look at the title script, Rotten Fates. Well, that bad man was scrambling about on my windshield. I was able to call security, but when I thought, what the hell, maybe today we'll take a risk. He can't write any worse than our regular studio parasites. You ain't wrong. That's a good project there. But as we're called there. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys do enjoy this project and want to see it get made into a full Let's Play, well, let's get to 6 likes. 6 likes, and this will get added to the list for either video or streaming. Your choice, of course. Thank you all so much, though, for watching. I've been DJacob1234. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, everyone.